Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of UFO Snap. My name is Jake.
My name is Lindsay.
And it is good to have you back. I feel like it's been a while.
It has been a while because I have to say, recording our episode on Valiant Thor was probably one of the funnest episodes to record because it was just such an insane story.
It was insane. It was. He was on a trip, and then I
was out of line for that whole sequence of events.
Dr. Valiant Thor.
Dr. Valiant Thor from Venus. Fucking Venus.
Lived at the Pentagon. Ugh, what a batshit crazy story that was. Yeah. And then the last episode that came out was supposed to come out a bunch of episodes ago because I'm an idiot and I forgot to post it.
It happens.
Yeah. So it went, it goes episode 8 to 10 to 11 to 12 to 13 to 14 to 15 to 9 to 16, I think. Is that what we're doing today? It's day 16? Day 16! Day's a good one. Today's going to be a fun one. But I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you're all watching what's happening in the current world of the UFO nation. There's a lot of fuckery going on.
Lots of fuckery always.
This week, there's another congressional hearing. This one is actually being presented by NASA.
Ooh.
But they've also invited Arrow to come back.
Okay.
And so Dr. Kirkpatrick, who runs the Arrow office, of course, all domain anomaly resolution office. Wow.
Ugh.
I can't believe I remember it.
It just came right out.
That is the excuse that I used to get out of jail. Actually, I was like, I don't know. It came right out. I don't know.
It just happened.
It just happens. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Cheese and rice. No, but
Ooh.
what was I saying?
I have no idea. That NASA is doing a thing. NASA's doing something.
So NASA's doing a thing. They're doing a congressional hearing where they're going to present their UAP, UFO, whatever acronym they're going by. Evidence. So we'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of noise right now, though, I think, going on, and it's unfortunate, right? Because we have talked extensively on this show about one George Knapp and one Jeremy Corbell.
Yes. Well, they just released another video, didn't they?
Yeah, and it's been like really super proven to be bullshit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you can't deny that it's bullshit once you see the real evidence.
Okay.
But they are dying on that fucking cross and refuse.
Yeah, no, that they are last man standing on their own. It's the Alamo. They're not fucking back down.
They are going on CNN and they are all over right now talking about that fucking incident. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you go and look at,
because it was on a Marine base.
Yeah.
Right?
If you go and look at John Greenwald, who run his website, the Black Vault, who of course is the largest collection of government documents through the Freedom of Information Act. He loves pulling up the truth, and so he has uncovered documents and videos and things that prove that this is nothing more than flares. They're
because they had audio. Because I listened to some interview, I think it was with George Knapp, where he's talking to someone, or they're like, it couldn't be flares. They wouldn't hover like that. They'd fall.
So here's the thing: they did fall. So they did fall, and someone took the stills and showed them, right, and they're fucking falling. They did fall. So, and they refuse to even acknowledge the fact
not giving an inch.
They're not. They're like, this is, and it's unfortunate. Corbell, I get, right? He's an entertainer. I mean, he's an investigative filmmaker, but he's a fucking filmmaker. He's trying to entertain, and he's making a shit ton of money, I'm sure, off of all of this. Their podcast is doing very well.
Yeah.
And it's a good podcast. Mm-hmm. It's fun. I recommend you go and check it out. Weaponized. I listen to it.
Weaponized.
That's what they call it, weaponized. Because
that is dramatic.
Well, Corbell's whole thing, because if you remember, because I made you watch some of his videos.
Yeah.
His whole thing is weaponize your curiosity. That's his whole tagline.
Okay.
So that's weaponize your curiosity.
Okay.
But you're also talking about the guy who was probably the most directly responsible for influencing Storm Area 51.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he was the guy that kind of set that in motion. He wasn't the guy that made the post that went viral, but he was the guy that sort of influenced that guy. So, what can you do? You know,
that was such a wild time.
Yeah, that was
Fucking crazy.
I really wanted that to actually happen. Like I knew people were gonna die. Like I knew they were gonna die. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers are gonna die, but do it anyway. Like,
oh man, I don't think they realized.
Like that place has a sign.
The level of like, trouble that they were so close to.
Well, I mean, there's literally signs that says like use of live, like deadly force is authorized.
Yeah.
Like you cross the line, they can shoot you, and no one's gonna get in trouble but you.
Yeah.
Like your family's gonna get fined for disposal of your stupid body.
It was nutty. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But but you know, that's now and that's here. But that's not what we're about today.
Oh, what are we about today?
Today, we're actually going to venture to the farthest reaches of the globe.
Oh, shit.
To the icy wilderness of Antarctica.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yay, we're talking about Antarctica. I can't wait.
This land of extremes, where icy sheets up to 3 miles thick blanket nearly 98% of the terrain, and temperatures regularly plummet below minus 50 degrees. It's a place that has long captivated our collective imaginations, despite being home to only a handful of scientists and some military personnel during its busy seasons.
Some penguins.
This frozen continent has a secret that has reached beyond far its icy exterior. That was pretty good.
It's Kurt Russell.
That was pretty good. It's Kurt Russell. I love the fact that The Thing came out with another movie called The Thing.
I know.
Like, people don't get the joke, I think. Mm-hmm. I love the fact that they didn't change the name.
Because it's The Thing.
Yeah. I think the smartest thing they could ever do is announce a sequel.
Just called The Thing.
The Thing, but just put out the same movie. Just play the same fucking movie again. How genius would that be? Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
I see you're in the right frame of mind for this podcast today now.
I'm struggling. Well, I will get in it. But
I think the Mandarin did it.
I think the Mandarin did do it.
I think the Mandarin.
But no, I'm very excited to talk about Antarctica because The Thing is probably my second favorite movie of all time.
Oh, okay, so it's Jaws, right?
Jaws, and then The Thing.
And The Thing. The Kurt Russell thing.
The Kurt Russell thing, yes.
Not to be mistaken with the real Kurt Russell thing, which is the Phoenix Lights.
Yes. What the fuck?
Yeah, but
so many Kurt Russell connections on this podcast.
So many. And we haven't even gotten into Snake Plissken yet.
No, we have not.
But I digress. The Thing.
The Thing.
The Thing. But we love The Thing, and we love Kurt Russell. But this story begins December of 1938. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the early years of one Adolf Hitler's reign.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Now, as Hitler was solidifying his power and preparing for the global conflict that was going to become World War II, he was also engaged in some clandestine activities, if you will.
Like the Ark of the Covenant.
He was doing some crazy shit, and he had like these substantial resources that were building to search for weird things. So Hitler was
the occult,
big time.
Yeah,
big time.
Religious artifacts
and aliens. He
yeah.
believed that there were ancient alien artifacts that possessed extraordinary powers. All right. So on December 17th, 1938, the German ship MS Schwabenland MS Schwabenland. Da Schwabenland.
Schwabenland.
Ja, the MS Schwabenland.
Oh my God.
Ja. Ja, MS Schwabenland. On December 17th, 1938, yeah, the German ship MS Schwabenland.
You're getting a little Swedish there.
On December 17th, the German ship MS Schwabenland embarked on one such covert mission for Hitler.
Oh my.
Its crew was said to include a diverse mix of scientists, military experts, construction crews, and,
So he's gonna build something.
and members of the Thule Society.
What the fuck is the Thule Society?
Well, that is an elite group of associates with the Nazis that were deeply involved in the occult practices and mysticism.
Wow.
Yeah. We'll get into them a little more. But after a month-long journey, the Schwabenland. Schwabenland.
I don't know why that's so funny. It's just the way you're saying it.
I feel like that should be like a cruise ship. Like, come aboard the Schwab. Maybe I shouldn't because this is Nazi.
Yeah,
you can't joke about
you
Nazi.
Can't.
Oh,
no, don't go there. No.
Oh. Ah. No. Okay, so after the month-long journey, the Schwabenland reached its destination. The continent, which had content, of Antarctica. The Nazis, captivated by the lore of maybe an ancient civilization and tales of lost superior races, were on a quest to uncover the mythical Arctic homeland of the Aryans.
They thought Aryans came from Antarctica.
Yep. Their search spanned the globe,
Okay.
and Antarctica was no exception.
Okay. So they were looking everywhere.
They were looking everywhere, but they got direction that made them think that there was potential to have some shit there.
Okay.
You know, they got some inside dirt. You know, on the DL. Now, we go back to this Thule Society.
Yeah, this is
In particular, they held a belief in the existence of a highly advanced race, possibly extraterrestrial, or for a civilization hidden within the Earth itself. As another thing.
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth, yeah. They thought that these beings could provide knowledge about advanced aerospace technologies, including flying saucers. This belief may have influenced Hitler's interest in the Antarctica, fueling rumors of an underground Nazi base known as Base 211, hidden beneath the ice.
Oh my.
Yeah, so that was a big thing.
Yeah.
The Nazis went down and they fucking built out an underground ice base called Base 211.
That's crazy. So he like
Yeah.
like if you he's like a supervillain with it, like a crazy lair. You know what I mean?
Well, he's Hitler. He is a supervillain.
He is, but it's like
He's the most super villainy villain
Of
them
all
all.
of them.
Yeah, it doesn't get more super
he's
villain.
got a secret underground ice base.
Yeah, in Antarctica.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking Hitler.
Fucking Hitler.
Fucking Hitler.
Fuck that guy.
Now, the exploration of Antarctica didn't end with the Nazis, though.
Okay.
Right? Now, in the years following World War II, a new figure would become entwined with the mysteries of the frozen continent. An Admiral Richard E. Byrd.
Byrd. Okay.
Which is the word.
It is the word.
It is the word. Now,
That's
Byrd, a highly decorated American naval officer. Now, this dude was so decorated. He had like 22 citations and awards and shit. He was given like all the medals. He's, if you look him up, he has a fucking resume a mile long.
Okay.
So if you're gonna run a secret operation,
You go to that guy.
you go to Byrd.
You go to Byrd.
Byrd is the word.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Byrd. He was also a pioneering aviator, right? He was renowned for his expeditions to the polar regions. He was big on, he wanted to go over the North Pole.
Okay.
So he led a crew and they did it. So he has already mastered the North Pole at this point. So now you need a
Did
guy.
he fly over the North Pole or crossed it on foot?
I think he flew over.
Okay.
He took a crew across it somehow.
Okay, I see.
So, I mean, if you're going to go through the South Pole, then you need a trustworthy guy to lead your expedition.
Who's been in those kind of conditions before.
Who understands how this goes.
Mm-hmm.
You call Bird. Bird's the word, right? So, his accolades include a Medal of Honor, the highest military honor in the United States, awarded for his feats of exploration and aviation. Now, Bird's fascination with the polar regions began early in his career. Okay, he was a key figure. Here it is. He was a key figure in several groundbreaking expeditions, including the first flight ever over the North Pole in 1926, and the first flight over the South Pole in 1929. So he'd already done
it. So he was already first-hand experience.
Yeah. So these expeditions earned him international fame and respect in the field of exploration. He was a regular Jacques fucking Cousteau of the military.
Yeah.
You know. Now, in 1947, Admiral Byrd led an Operation High Jump. Right?
High Jump. Operation High Jump.
Operation High Jump. Now, Operation High Jump was a U.S. military expedition to the Antarctica. The official purpose of this mission was to establish to point that out, was to establish research bases, gather scientific data, all that stuff.
All that shit.
But many believed, that the true objective of Operation High Jump was more clandestine. Rumors and speculation swirled around the mission. Some suggested that the expedition was a cover for a secret military operation, possibly aimed at investigating the rumored Nazi base 211.
Okay.
Or even searching for advanced technologies or extraterrestrial life. Antarctica is big rumor to have a lot of shit down there. Now, during Operation High Jump, Byrd, the word, and his team reportedly encountered a series of strange occurrences and sightings. Unidentified flying objects were seen moving in ways that surpassed capabilities of any known human technology at the time. Now, these sightings fueled speculation that Byrd's team had come into contact with an advanced civilization or an extraterrestrial presence hidden beneath the Antarctic ice.
So they thought that that's where they were coming from.
Yeah.
Huh.
They thought that they were coming from underneath the ice. Now, Byrd himself added to the mystery. In an interview after the expedition, he warned.
He put out a warning.
Quote, he said, and I quote, an enemy that could fly from pole to pole at incredible speeds. A statement that further ignited speculation something was going on down here about what he and his team had encountered in Antarctica. Now, some interpreted this as a reference to extraterrestrial life or advanced technologies that the team had encountered. Now, one of the most puzzling incidents reported during this Operation High Jump, right, was the loss of several aircraft. Official reports said that these losses were to harsh weather and dangerous terrain, but alternate theories suggest that they were lost because of encounters with...
They got shot down or whatever, or...
Possibly due to advanced technology or hostile entities. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? And this is there was another person who went on record that talked about this stuff, but then Byrd himself went on and talked about all this stuff. This decorated guy.
Okay, so this was on his second expedition that he saw this. He didn't see anything like this the first time he went through?
Well, the first time he went through, he just flew over.
Okay.
It was just flyover.
Okay.
He just buzzed it. So he took, Operation High Jump was like thousands of men.
Okay.
It was a huge operation. Big deal. Big deal.
Well, and I mean, there's always been that question about Antarctica because it wasn't always covered with ice.
Yeah.
So we don't know like if there was any kind of lost civilization there or anything, that we have no clue.
You know, it's funny you say that though.
Yeah.
Because in addition,
are we going to the savage land?
In addition to these strange occurrences, right? There also from this operation, there were reports of the discovery of warm lakes and areas free from ice in the interior of Antarctica. Mm-hmm. These findings were unexpected. They led to further speculation possible about geothermal activity, and they thought maybe that's being used by advanced civilizations or extraterrestrial beings. Mm-hmm. But they found all this old like cave patterns and shit. But they say that they found green areas and warm lakes.
That's crazy. I mean, it's very possible, but...
And then it gets more weird.
More weird.
Right? Because despite the official narrative, right?
Yeah.
Operation High Jump ended abruptly. The expedition was initially planned for 6 months. Mm-hmm. It was initially cut short after just 2. They cut it short. No one quite knows why. The mysteries around Operation High Jump, and of course Admiral Byrd's cryptic statements about what he saw.
Sending out a fucking warning.
Even to this day, people still question and look into this, like, what is happening? I don't understand why we don't just send some people back down there and explore some more. But maybe they are.
I don't know. I mean, because there's always expeditions into the Arctic. They do core samples, all that kind of stuff. They measure the ice shelf, take all sorts of measurements, weather measurements. But as far as like exploring, I have no idea.
So the theory goes that the Nazis caught wind of this advanced civilization and or alien extraterrestrial entity that was living under the ice. Mm-hmm. They went down. They found it. They built this base. They struck a deal.
And just started producing stuff.
Well, that's how they created the Bell, which is a famous supposed UFO aircraft that looked like a flying saucer that could supposedly operate like a flying saucer, move around, anti-gravity. There's a lot of rumors about the Bell.
Okay.
And it came around this kind of time. So there's big rumors of that. And then we got wind that this was going on. Mm-hmm. So we went in and we broke this shit up because that base still existed until we went in there.
Okay.
And then we got the shit. So we took the shit.
Took the Bell.
We took all of it. We took that stuff, and and then you could follow the trail forward up through Bob Lazar and.
Yeah, you can make the pieces fit.
Yep. Because Bob Lazar, if you remember that story, he said that there were 9 craft, and they're different size, shapes, models. And he said that he remembers in the debriefing documents that they gave him right in the beginning that some of them were really old, and they found them in the Arctic in the ice.
Really?
Yep. 10,000 plus years old, they said.
10,000?
Yeah. They've been here a while.
Damn.
Yeah.
10,000 years.
Yep. So that's, I don't know. There's a lot of shit with Antarctica, though, too.
No, it is, because it's such an unknown place because people just don't go there.
Yeah.
People don't go there.
And like, the mystery can get really deep with that. Like if you want to really get into the rabbit hole of it and you look up some of the stuff that Graham Hancock talks about, where it wasn't covered with ice and like there are these ancient maps, right, that have Antarctica on it. Although humans didn't discover Antarctica until much later.
Yeah.
But ancient maps
have it on there.
Mm-hmm. Well, how would they know if they've never been there? It's just, the whole thing is just completely a mystery. There's so much mystery that we just don't know.
Yeah, as far as like human race, like migration.
Yeah.
We have no fucking idea.
No clue.
We have no clue.
No clue.
I mean, we thought we knew, but then we discover something else, and it's like, okay, yeah, Christopher Columbus was not the first fucking white man to land on America.
No, absolutely. Or
it's just like,
how many people out there right now listening think that we evolved from monkeys, and somewhere between the monkey and us, a stage of us was called Neanderthal?
Yeah.
How many people think that Neanderthal was just an early man? It wasn't. It was a whole different species.
Yeah.
There was we were our own thing right next to them. We existed at the same time, but we were never Neanderthals. Never. But that's some shit they teach in school. Like I can like you see the evolution chain.
Yeah, one of them is Neanderthal.
And it's like, no. Guys, fucking this is weird shit, right? But
different species.
There was a time when there was up to, and probably more, but up to 7 different species of man.
Yeah, living at the same time.
At the same time. And I'm not talking like race. I'm talking species.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a dog and a cat and a bear and a fucking, but like.
Because you have a wolf, you have a domesticated dog, you have things that are in that.
But I mean, we're
in that genus.
Yeah, but we're pretty separate though. I mean, it's kind of batty. It's kind of batty that that happened, And so it's you look at the history and you look at the world. It's pretty nuts.
It is.
It's pretty nuts. And there seems to be a lot of mystery around Antarctica, and the Nazis, man. I think the Nazis were well. Let's back up a second. I mean, the Nazis got us to the moon. That's
very true.
I mean...
We talked about that.
Yeah. We wouldn't have been on the moon.
Operation Paperclip.
Werner von Braun, Saturn V rocket, who he also created for the Nazis, the V2 rocket, which really scared the shit out of everybody when that thing came out. Yeah, and then we fucking let them come on over. Come on over, you fucking crazy terrorist sons of bitches. Can you put Neil Armstrong on the fucking moon? Oh, don't get me started on the moon. Fun fact, we have a moon episode coming up here in the next...
I can't wait for that. I want to learn about the moon.
In the next couple... we got one coming. I got a moon one coming, and I got a pyramid one coming that I'm very excited to get
pyramids.
into. Yep. So
those are fun.
So hold on to your hats. We got a lot of crazy shit coming.
No, I really wanted to talk about Antarctica because I know there's all that cryptic shit and all the Nazi stuff. And it's one of the more like mystic parts of like UFO alien conspiracy stuff because there's so much other shit that is said to be going on down there.
Do you think it's a coincidence that this happened the same year that Roswell happened?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. It could be.
But I mean, one thing is for sure, it's not a coincidence, is all this shit started happening after we dropped the bomb.
Yeah.
Like after the bomb dropped, that's when all this shit started. I mean, Roswell itself was that base is where they kept the atomic bomb. The Air Force base right there.
Yeah.
It was the only place in the United States that was certified to handle and deliver that bomb. Fucking crazy.
When does Oppenheimer come out? A couple weeks, isn't it?
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Me either.
I hope they have a UFO in it.
That'd
Otherwise,
cool.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. But anyways, that is what we got for you today, ladies and gentlemen. The mysteries of Antarctica. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on all the socials, funds, and all that good stuff. And of course, I'm Jake.
I'm Lindsay.
Take care.